Yeah, a total dumbass. But yeah, to go deep on Mike Pompeo, a total dumbass.
Yeah.
He was born in 1963, so he's like he's like the Todd to me with Bill Barr, the younger rapscallion. He's an American politician, diplomat, businessman, and attorney who since April 2018 has served as the 70th United States Secretary of State. He's a former United States Army officer and was director of the CIA from January 2017 till April 2018. Alan Dulles, anyone? So who knows what kind of assassins
I
he
thought he
may or
was
may
still.
not have been.
He's not the director anymore. What does he do now?
He does the Secretary of State now. But from 2011 to 2017, he was a member of the House of Representatives for Kansas. So he must have lost that seat or something. That's funny. And then got into the director of the CIA part. He's also
that's
a
why
member
Trump
of the
gave him
Tea
that
Party
job.
movement. Yeah, of course. And Donald Trump nominated Pompeo, with the Pompeo succeeding Rex Tillerson after his dismissal. Rex Tillerson, an oil tycoon, who came in at the start of Trump's whole thing.
Was the previous state guy?
Yeah, Secretary of State, exactly.
Yeah, I remember that. That was fucked too. I was like, what the hell?
Was crazy.
Straight up just like an oil baron.
Some ExxonMobil executive who'd been that for his whole life.
I think he got fired because he was like he was like, Trump, you can't just go around killing everybody.
He was trying to be good about geopolitics, that's right. Pompeo's a different breed. He's from California. His father was of Italian ancestry. His paternal great-grandparents, Carlo Pompeo and Adelina Tolis, were born in Pacentro, Abruzia, and emigrated to the United States in 1899 and 1900, respectively. He went to Los Amigos High School, played forward on the basketball team, finished first in his class from the United States Military Academy at West Point, where he majored in engineering management, so built for business. But then he ended up 86 to 91 serving in the U.S. Army as an armor officer with the West Germany-based 2nd Squadron, 7th Cavalry, 4th Infantry Division. So basically helped tear down the wall and probably control people's thoughts on both sides of that. Before becoming a cavalry troop executive officer with the squadron maintenance officer. In 94, Pompeo received a Juris Doctor from Harvard Law School, where he served as one of the 78 editors of the Harvard Journal of Law. So CIA influencing over Harvard Law there. His business career, 88. So in the middle of him serving as a U.S. Army, Pompeo moved to Wichita, Kansas, where he and 3 other West Point friends, Brian Bellotto, Ulrich Breckbull, those 2 guys have Wikipedia pages, and Michael Stradinger, acquired 3 aircraft part manufacturers there: Aero Machine, Precision Prolifting, B&B Machine, and in St. Louis Advanced Tool and Die, renaming the entity Thayer Aerospace after West Point Superintendent Sylvanus Thayer. Venture funding for the private organization included nearly a 20% investment from Koch Industries, as well as Dallas-based Cardinal Investment and Bain and Company. Breckbull worked for Bain at the time. Breckbull and Stradinger left the company shortly after it was founded, but Pompeo and Bellotto continued. Very interesting stuff.
Hustle.
Exactly. They renamed it to Nextech Aerospace and then to Highland Capital Management, which had clients including Lockheed Martin, Gulfstream Aerospace, Cessna Aircraft, Boeing, Spirit Aerosystems, and Raytheon Aircraft.
So he probably knows all about the aliens.
Yeah, exactly. So after he sold his interest, he became president of Sentry International, an oil field equipment manufacturer that was also a partner of Koch Industries, again with the Koch brothers. And then in 2017, Pompeo became head of the CIA. So he basically just worked for business, this random company that the Koch brothers backed, with a bunch of aerospace and weapons manufacturers, and then became head of the CIA. So
so he was
after being in West Point and the military, but living in U.S.
He's probably like a arms dealer. Like he's one of those people that would move the guns into like the fucking terrorists that help us. You know what I mean? Probably
Yeah.
moving guns into Chechen, southern Russia.
Exactly. And among all this, even though he's been he did a startup and flipped it, and he went to West Point and Harvard and graduated from that in 94, flipped his thing back in 2006 to then become president of Century Industries. His net worth is only $345,000. So this guy's insane at money laundering or whatever is going on there.
Yeah.
Classic. But yeah, so crazy stuff. But he ended up doing Kansas, getting that representative thing in. You can read more about the election and his tenure and everything he did on that whole thing with the Wikipedia page. Same with his time with the CIA. There's a lot going on there. So yeah, I could read all day. He was involved in it, but most interesting I want to get into is the COVID-19 pandemic. Pompeo said the U.S. government is trying to determine if COVID-19 virus emanated from the Wuhan Institute of Virology. On April 23, 2020, Pompeo claimed that China had denied U.S. scientists permission to enter the country. On May 13, 2020, Pompeo made a swift visit to Israel for his first trip overseas since the outbreak of the pandemic. Despite Iran and the application of Israeli law over parts of Judea and Samaria were discussed between him and the Israeli PM. His high priority on the visit was to stress Israel to restrict its economic ties to China. So there is a Cold War against China again. Pompeo,
yeah. I think
director
everyone
of CIA, mentioning it.
I think everyone kind of knew once this pandemic started coming, at least in government, that this was going to be the opportunity for China to expand. I think that was why what they were so afraid of, why they wanted to keep the economy going so bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
They're just so worried about China moving in and just taking up all the business.
Yeah.
Because they can force their people to keep working.
Yeah. And here's how he may or may not be involved in pedophilia. Up to you to decide. Pompeo is affiliated with the Evangelical Presbyterian Church. Pompeo served as a local church deacon from 2007 to 2009 and taught Sunday school.
Yeah.
In 2014, Pompeo told a church group Christians needed to know that Jesus Christ as our Savior is truly the only solution for the world. 2015, in the Toke church, Pompeo said that politics is never-ending struggle until the rapture.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
I remember reading stories about him. Apparently, when he was CIA director, he'd walk around and talk about the rapture and how we need to invade Iran to get the ball rolling.
True. Well, yeah, maybe it's a farce, and USA and China are both out to get Iran. But who knows? It's probably more a China thing, and Iran was just a good way to pump out some excuses.
Yeah.
But should we let's speak a little bit about Iran, and then we'll go back to some FCC stuff maybe. Or maybe we'll just... Anyways, don't forget to subscribe. If you're on YouTube, hit the bell for notifications. Drop a comment down below. Give us a like. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, show some love with a 5-star review already.
We appreciate all you fucking drug fiends out there coming in every day, hitting that like.